I invite you to sit upright and plant your feet firmly on the ground and take a few breaths. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, friend, beloved God, Jesus Christ, consciousness. And just pause for a minute and try to tune into his consciousness. Babaji Krishna's consciousness, Lahiri Mahashaya's consciousness, Swami Sri Yukteswar's consciousness, our beloved Guru Paramahansa Yogananda's consciousness, all of them, it's the Christ consciousness. We bow humbly before thee, Jesus. Open up our minds and our hearts and our astral spines to feel you ever so deeply, to commune with you, to be relaxed and at ease with you, to have a good time with you this evening. Thank you so much for your presence in our lives. And thank you for this Christmas gift that we're about to receive. Help me to connect with you and communicate your message with the right tone, feeling, and word. Om. Let's put on your imagination caps tonight. And you can be any age that you want for this guided experience. You can be a child, or you can be an adult, or you can choose any age in between that you want. And there you are, you're in your house. And you get this calling and longing within your heart and your mind, even though it might be dark, even though you might even be in your Christmas pajamas and in your slippers. This calling you feel is to step outside in front of your house. So you open the door and you walk out downstairs or upstairs or around a corner, however it is that you walk out of your house. And you go out to the street and you wait. And it's a beautiful, clear, crisp winter evening. Like tonight, there's a completely full moon, and it is glowing in all directions, and it is sending rays of light down to you. And it's so beautiful, and you look and you see all the other stars, and it's even so clear you can see the Milky Way. Beautiful, beautiful, clear winter's night. And then suddenly you hear a noise coming down your street, and the noise stops right in front of you. And the noise is a motorcycle. And there's a man on the motorcycle. There's a man on the motorcycle, and he looks at you and he says, "Get up, come on, let's go for a ride. Come on up on the bike with me." And this may be something that you have done in the past or not, but you look at him and somehow his rosy cheeks and his beard and his big kind of Santa Claus-like body makes you feel very at ease, and you're like, hey, why not? Let's go for a ride. So you hop on the back of the motorcycle with the man with the beard and a leather jacket and a helmet, and you wrap your arms around him as one would to keep their balance on a bike, and you take off, and you feel such a sense of freedom from the wind blowing on your face and your arms and your legs. Just that wonderful sense of freedom when the wind's blowing so strongly against your body. We've all experienced this, maybe even on a bicycle when we were little going down a hill, or in some other way, being on a swing, perhaps, when you just feel that wind blowing, or a remembrance that you have of even being on a motorcycle before. But there's definitely a sense of freedom with the cool wind blowing, caressing your cheeks and your arms and your legs and your torso. And as you drive along, you see many houses lit with beautiful Christmas lights of all different colors, icicles and lit up snowmen and deer and all the beautiful Christmas ornaments and decorations that people put out in their house. Every single house has some kind of light. It's very beautiful. And as you ride on, you're aware of the person sitting in front of you, and you're aware of your arms wrapped around his waist, and you start to get a feel for who this person is. And perhaps you don't recognize him, but you know him because his energy and his love and his warmth feels so good and so familiar to you. You know this person. You have longed to meet this person your whole life. And there he is. He came to you and he picked you up and put you on his bike as you ride off. And as you're enjoying all the lights of all the houses, your chariot driver brings you up to the top of a mountain that has an incredible view of the town that you live in. You may have been to this place before, where you're up high and you have a vantage point to see all of the lights of the town that you live in. And there you are, enjoying this panoramic view of city lights and the lights from all the houses decorated with Christmas lights. It's such a beautiful, amazing scene. It's something you've seen before, perhaps as a child or as an adult. It could be a hilltop in the town that you were born and raised in, or some other place. But it's very familiar to you. And you get off the bike, and your driver takes off his helmet, and he takes off his glasses, And then you see his face. And then you know who he is. It's Jesus. And he looks, just take a look at his face. He's showing it to you. And see his features. And see how much joy and love and relaxation and calmness he has. And there you are on the mountain with the incredible view with your beloved, one whom you've longed to meet. And there he is right with you, Jesus the Christ. He's funny. He's making you laugh. He's making you relaxed. But in your heart, a bit of a sadness starts to dwell up because you say to him, Jesus, where have you been all of my life? I've longed to see you. Where have you been? And he looks deeply into your eyes and he says, my dear child, I have been here the whole time, in and out of every incarnation you have had. It is you who have been lost. But let us not lament the lost years, because we are together right here, right now, in this moment. And he says something else to you. You listen for what that is. And then you say something back to him. And he reaches inside of his leather jacket and he brings out a gift that's wrapped, and it's for you. And you unwrap the gift, and inside is a game or a toy that you used to love when you were a kid. Perhaps you did get this toy on Christmas, but you loved to play with this particular toy or this particular game. And you and Jesus play the game together. And you're laughing and playing together and having a wonderful time. See him playing the game with you. See him enjoying your game. And you laugh, and you play, and you laugh again, because you haven't played this with this toy in many years. And then, when the laughter ends, he says, "Come, follow me." And you walk up a small trail on the mountain, and you come to a body of water. This body of water can be however you want it. It could be a puddle. It could be a pond. It could be a lake. It could be the ocean. Whatever body of water you want. But there you are with Jesus, with the moonlight shining and glistening onto this beautiful pool of water. And Jesus reaches down to the water and stirs it with his forefinger, creating circles in the water. And he says, look down there. Look through the circles. And as you do, you see organisms in the water that are lines of light. These organisms do truly exist. Perhaps you've seen jellyfish that can light up and create light within themselves as they move through the ocean. Personally, I've seen them at the Monterey Bay Aquarium. Jellyfish that just light moves up and down little strands within their body. But these are just strands of light. And you watch the light flow up, and you watch the light flow down the small organism. And you watch the light flow up, and you watch the light flow down. And as you look more, you notice more and more little strands of light moving, floating in the beautiful opalescent pool with the moonlight shining and the stars shining bright. And as you watch, as it is when you're with nature, the stiller you get, the more you see. And you see more and more strands of light floating and moving around in the pool. And more and more and more, and soon the whole pool just becomes the light flowing and glowing from the organism. And then you notice that you too, along with Jesus, have moved down into the pool of water. And both of you are also floating strands of light. You are just your astral spine with light beautifully radiating up and beautifully radiating down your spine. You're just the same as all the other organisms in a beautiful pool with Jesus by your side as you just float, as you just glow. Your light with all the other light of all the other souls in this beautiful pool, just floating, just being at one. Everyone is the same. Everyone equally beautiful. There's nothing you need to do to make this happen. It's just who you are. It's who we all are. Just one beautiful strand of light. The lights of our chakras, the lights of our astral spine. You have no body. You have no job, you have no title, you're not a wife or a child or a brother, sister, no self-definition. You have no past. There is no future. There's just right now with you being and floating in oneness with all that is. And then the light of all the souls burns so brightly, and there are so many. It dries up all of the water, and you are just radiant light and sun all around you and all around the other organisms. But now, because you're in the sunlight, you need a little protection from the sun. So you start to develop a little casing around your string of light. And you start to develop some little arms and some little legs and some form to protect the beautiful light. And one incarnation comes and goes as you develop more physically, and many, many incarnations come and go and come and go as evolution happens. And now here you are, that same beautiful, original, upward flowing stream of light within you, but with a shell of experiences and a shell of a body around you. As you have forgotten Jesus for all these years, and now you know him and you are with him, know and be that beautiful light that you are, and not your experiences, your titles, your house, your bank account. You're not any of these things. You are still that original strand of light floating in God's opalescent pool of divine love, divine acceptance. Divine union with all that is. And let's meditate and be in that space. You may want to meditate. You may just want to float in a beautiful pool with all the beautiful souls. We'll meditate for approximately 5 minutes. As you stay in this beautiful state, Jesus says it's time to go, and hug him ever so tenderly and strongly the whole entire ride home. And he drops you back off in front of your house. And as you get off, he whispers something to you. And you whisper something back to him. And you walk back into your house and sit down in the chair where you are right now. And let's open our eyes. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe. God bless you.